I should say good evening, good evening. Hello, hello. So I wanted to do something new because I normally don't get on here this late at night. 8 o'clock normally be my by 8:30 is my bedtime. So I wanted to come on here. I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna do this every night, but I wanted to come on and do like a nighttime, my nighttime things that I do. And I told you guys I'm gonna start back up doing the book club. So we'll be reading from the Hey Miss Kimberly. As y'all don't judge me because I'm getting ready for night. If you didn't see what the caption said, it's like getting ready my nighttime routine. So I am getting ready for nighttime. So normally I do I read a chapter of my Bible. Right now I'm currently I know y'all haven't seen you on Facebook. I haven't been on here either. I said I was gonna start back. I was gonna get on this morning, but I had a couple of meeting Zooms. I had 6 Zooms today. Well, not six, 6 Zooms this morning, and I had to go to the bank. But I said, let me try something new. Let me see how my nighttime people, because that's when real bosses, we don't really sleep. We be up at the late weeknight hours. So I said, let me see what my bosses are doing right now. So y'all gotta excuse my pillows. I'm getting some stuff washed and dry cleaned and get some stuff done. But this is the book I'm reading tonight, Becoming a Person of Influence. And if you know me very well, I'm a John C. Maxwell. I'm a fan of John C. Maxwell. If I meet him in person, baby, I probably fall out. Now, I will be glad to meet him in person. Y'all, this light is about to kill me. It's blinking on that thing and I can't see. It's not letting me see y'all. So anyway, drop down some things that you do normally at nighttime. How do you rest your busy mind? It's yes, girl. I just finished putting bagging some kicks together. Yes, I can shoot you that link in just a minute. You give me a few minutes, I can shoot you that link, baby. um it's fine, I'll be still on here. But anyway, um I am a fan of John Maxwell, but also with my nightly routine, I like doing the woman's after guys on Heart Bible. So right now, I am currently waiting on my pastor to give me. We do like it's like different things that we read throughout the Bible. So we trying to wait. I'm waiting on him to give me that, and then I'll read that with y'all as well if you want me to. But that's some of my nighttime routines I do. I go over my journal. We do have these in our store as well. I go over my journal and see what's going on in my journal, what I got coming up, with some things that I need to plan. I am also hosting a free webinar to show you how to properly use a planner, because I have noticed that a lot of business owners, y'all use these cell phones, but really, if you write it down, you can really see what you're doing, what you executing out the day. I love my little planner and I love my stickers. I'm getting ready to do the planners and stickers together. Hey, Miss Kathy. So, but if I'm gonna do something on live about planners very soon. Be on the lookout for that. And if you're not a part of our email list, because I'll be sending out so many emails come up in the next week or two, you need to drop your email down below too, because you don't want to miss these emails. We got a lot going to go on for 2022, and I want you to be a part. All right, so I'm gonna read. This is another book I picked up from Books a Million. Not a fan, not a fan of the daily devotions. And so I'm gonna read day one with you guys real briefly. I'm gonna try to hope that it's not too long. The most important question, Jesus says to his disciple, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it. That's Matthew 16:24 and 25. Are you a follower of Jesus? It is the most important question you will ever answer, and seems like a good place to begin this journey. Are you a follower of Jesus? So normally, nighttime rituals, I'm reading this. I have my excuse me. I have my little journal on the side, and I write down my thoughts of what I thought about the devotion that I have read today. I know you've been asked this question before because it's so familiar. There's a tendency to dismiss it, not because it makes you uncomfortable, not because it's especially convincing, The question is dismissed mostly because it feels redundant and unnecessary. You recognize that this is an important question for many to consider, but for you, well, it's like walking into a Boston pub and asking who cheers for the Red Sox. It's an important question, but you're so sure of your answer. Your mind quickly dismisses it, but before you move on too quickly, let me clarify what I am not asking. I am not asking if you go to church or if your parents and grandparents are Christian. I am not asking if you raise your hand at the end of the sermon or repeat a prayer after a preacher. I am not asking if you spent your summer in vacation Bible school or church account. Have you ever witness worn, or understand phrases like traveling mercies and sword drills? Many of us are quick to say, yes, I'm a follower of Jesus, but I'm not sure we really understand what we are saying. One of the most sober passages in the Bible tells us a day when many who considers themselves to be a follower of Jesus will be stunned to find out that he doesn't even recognize them. Jesus describes a day when everyone who ever lived will stand before God. One on that day, many who called themselves Christians and identified themselves as followers will stand. Can't even say. Can't even pronounce it, y'all. In front of Jesus, only to hear him say, I never knew you. Away from me." To be clear and not my opinion of interpretation, that is what Jesus had said would happen. Read Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 21 through 23. Whether you just assume you are a follower of Jesus or faithfully walk with him, I pray this devotion journal will encourage you along the way as you reaffirm your commitment to follow him, not perfectly, but wholeheartedly. And remember, we are invited to follow by the grace of God, and it is his grace that will give us the power we need along the way. Following today, recall the time you first decided to follow Jesus. Where were you? What prompted you to respond? What if any changed about you in those first days and weeks? Write down your answer of these questions. Are you a follower of Jesus, or are you currently living out that decision? And so what I normally do, I take my journal here and I write out what the devotion was and put my prayer requests inside the journal. That's part of my nightly routine as well. So I'm not gonna hold you long. This is the John Maxwell, becoming a person of influence. This is I challenged myself to do 60 books this year. I tried to do 100 books. So I said, let me slim down and just at least do 60. So even if I don't get on here to read it with you guys, I will be reading this book. I encourage you to get you a book that you really, 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 really enjoy reading, that is educational, okay? And if you catching a replay, hey. And if you on my YouTube and you see me, say hey, hit, subscribe. What they say, click like, subscribe. Yeah, all of them above. A personal influence has integrity with people. And I'm not going to read all of this to you guys. I'm just going to start it off. And then if you have the book, you can read it yourself. How about that? What I do is if I feel up to it tomorrow or next week, I'll come back on and tell y'all how I feel about the first chapter. So that way that'll motivate you to get this book, okay? A few years ago, while my wife Nancy and I were on a business trip to Europe, we celebrated her birthday in London. As her gift, I decided to take her to the boutique to buy her an outfit or two. She tried one on a number of things and liked them all. And while she was in the dressing room trying to decide which one to pick, I told the salesperson to wrap up the whole lot of it. Nancy tried to protest. She was embarrassed to buy so many things at one time, but I insist. We both knew I can't even talk. Knew she get good use out of the clothes. Besides, she looked fabulous in everything. A couple of days later, we took the long flight out to the airport in London to San Francisco International Airport. After we landed, we got in line for the customer checkout. When they asked what we had to declare, we told them about the clothes Nancy had bought and the amount we had spent. What the agent said, you spent what on some clothes? It must have been a lot of money. He read the figure, and then that's when we written it and said, "You got to be kidding! It's true that's a big deal. What are the clothes made of?" He asked. That seems like an odd question. A bunch of things, answered Nancy. Wool, cotton, silk, everything's different. There are dress clothes, coats, blouse, shoes, belts, accessories. Why? Each kind of fabric has a different duty, he said. I have to get my supervisor. I don't even know what all the different rates are. Nobody declares clothes. He looked frustrated. Go ahead and pull everything out and sort it according to what it made of. As we opened up our bags, we walked away and we could hear him saying to the coworker, "Bobby, you'll never believe this. It must have taken us a good 45 minutes to sort everything out and tell up how much we spent on each type of item. The duty turned out to be quite a bit, about $2,000. As we were putting everything back into the suitcase, the agent said, "You know what? I think I know you. Aren't you Jim?" "Yes," I answered. "I'm sorry. Have we met before?" I didn't recognize him. "No," he said, "but I got a friend who's in your organization, Network 21, right?" "That's right," I said. "I've seen your picture before." The agent said, "My friend has been telling me that I really benefit from hooking up with your organization, but I haven't really listened. Now I'm thinking I should reconsider. He might be right after all." So I'm gonna pause right there. So and this is normally I read one chapter out of the book out of a day. I try to do two if it's a real interesting chapter and I want to know what's happening on for the next day. I'll read two chapters or more, but normally I'll read one chapter and then normally say my prayers and call it a night, you guys. But I also wanted Kimberly had brought up something and also in here about the vision board. So come January the 22nd, I was gonna switch the date, but I think I'm gonna keep it at that date that way it give you enough time. We are releasing it's becoming a person of influence. Um we are getting ready to release. I'm gonna send out the link probably tomorrow for you to go on and sign up for the vision board mastermind course. It's a 2-day course, and what it entails is you'll get is $57, $57.99. That will pay for the course and you'll get your kit. So you'll get the whole little bundle. You'll get to be with me live. You'll also get an extra bonus, which is a one-on-one coaching. So you'll set that up with me as well. And what we'll be doing, we'll be talking, you'll be going through my mini course that I have created with the vision board. I'm not releasing the course name just yet because I want y'all to get excited as excited as I was by creating it. Y'all don't understand when your girl been at work today creating this course, getting stuff done. Yes. So I finally finished that part. So now I am building out the course for the vision board mastermind class that we will have. It's a 2-day class. It will start on that Thursday and then we will wrap it up on that Saturday. So the first day of class, I would once you buy your ticket, you will get a video of me explaining once you have purchased your ticket, what's the next step. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited because a lot of people like Miss Kimberly, they like, "Hey, I gotta order some vision boards. I gotta get my vision board kits and get everything done." But I am really breaking down the real meaning of a reason why a business owner, not just any business owner, everybody. You ain't got to be a business owner. Why everybody should create a business vision board, and how to really set up your successful business, your successful life. So be on the lookout. That's why I said if you do not have your if we do not have your email address and you're not part of our email chain, because I'm sending out emails probably starting tomorrow. You should get your first email from me. I want you to definitely look at that email, and then I'm going to share the link for the mastermind course. So I am excited about that. Been working on some things. So um other than that, you guys, I am finna call it a night and lay it down. If you need anything else, please reach out to me. You know, I know some of y'all will catch the replay. Some of y'all will come back and be like, oh my God, I didn't know you came live. Yes, I came on live in my hair bunny because I'm getting ready to go to bed. So y'all have a good night. And just please remember, you always know what I say. You are a successful business owner. And I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow.